And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the semifinals of the WardiTV Monday number 37. Again, your weekly open dose of open tournament StarCraft. Here we go. We have our semifinals. We have our PvP, and spawning in the top right-hand corner of ley lines, we have the Danish Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the Taiwanese Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing himself, currently teamless. It is Noise. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gambit time. Predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we jump into our PvP. Oh boy, and coming into this, MaxPax is the favorite player, but I would say that his opponent, Nice, is one of the few players in the bracket that can take it to him. For those who do not know, Nice, he recently did take down Hero 2-0. Now, Hero does have his own style of PvP, to be fair, but again, maybe you can take down Hero, you can take down almost anyone. We'll see how Nice compares to MaxPax. Behind this, we should be seeing a Gate Cyber expand out of MaxPax. Everyone knows MaxPax's opener, of course. I should say Gate Cyber Stargate into expansion. Meanwhile, Nice, 2-Gate opener. He will have the option to 1-base all in. Doesn't have to, but he could. I will say that when it comes to the Korean players out there, to the Korean Protosses, they no longer 1-base all in MaxPax. Usually it's 2-Gate openers into a faster expansion. Usually they have mirrored builds. You can see here Nice faking a proxy pylon. Here's a fake out. I mean, technically you can proxy like a Twilight Council and like rush into DTs. Like, there are ways to make use of this pylon, but for the most part it is a fake out. Basically what's happening here is that MaxPax has a full scout in the main with the probe, and he counts a pylon. He knows in this kind of game state there should be a second pylon. It isn't here. There could be a proxy, or there could be a fake proxy. The pylon should be here. It isn't. MaxPax knows that at least. And he does go Zealot first. So MaxPax, he's searching for the proxy. He's searching for the proxy. He's playing very, very safely. Checks the third location, checks the fourth location, doubles back around, checks the center location as well. So MaxPax just trying to be as safe as possible. Meanwhile, we can see that Nice comes in with a probe scout. And again, Nice is looking to get into a more standard setup here. Stargate opener out of MaxPax Stargate before Nexus, which is standard, is to be expected. With this Stargate, if MaxPax feels like he's being all-in, or if he scouts an all-in, he can make a Void Ray. And Void Rays are ideal defensively early on. Otherwise, if there's no all-in, Oracle instead to harass and to deal economic damage. Oh, hello. Nice, he proxies his fourth pylon. Fourth pylon is proxied. Stalkers move out. This is a delayed 1-base all-in. Okay, like Maxpax is expanding. Maxpax is going for the Oracle. This is going to be a delayed all-in out of Nice. Very off timing, very off tempo. Designing to catch a MaxPax with his pants down. Stalkers are going for the shield battery. They get a couple of hits off. Likewise on the Zeld as well. Nice control. The Oracle has arrived, diving on the Stalker. Stalker has to get the hell out of here. Nice kiting. Kiting is solid. Here we go. It's going to be a 4-Gate all-in. 1-base, 4-Gate all-in. Vanilla Stalkers. No blink. Okay, Nice, he does kite back. Shield battery out of NG. There is going to be an energy overcharge. Energy overcharge is available, but the shield battery is under fire. Void Rays on the way. Oracle does get across the map. And back at home, is there a shield battery? There is. There is a shield battery. There is a battery to defend. Oracle, ooh, so far left idle. MaxPax, he breaks out. No stasis. Void Ray extends. Massive volley. Massive volley goes off. He locks down the Stalker. Very nice catch. He does get a kill. Stalker goes down. Nice. Can he break through? MaxPax, he's in a bit of danger here. He has to pull away. But he's on 2 shield batteries. Third shield battery's in production. A pylon that starts as a pylon under fire. It's gonna go down. Massive pickup. Nice. He's doing it. He's breaking through. No more shield batteries. Oh, sorry. There's one shield battery left. Depowers the gateway. Busts into the main. Nice. The boys are being pulled. He's gonna get surrounded. He needs that Void Ray. He's moving in. Void Ray takes a lot of hits with the force field, but he gets it. He gets the Void Ray. Takes down the Void Ray. Once again, nice force fields. The surrounds are brutal. And he bleeds out little Stalkers. That surround may just be enough. It's gonna be close. Again, that was what, 4 Stalkers going down. If it wasn't for the surround, then Nice would have won this game. He still can. He still can. Still rallying in. Back across the map. Still has an economy. Stalkers are low. Oof. No shot on the boys. The surround. He wants the Void Ray. No, the shield battery saves it. And nice, he's running out of steam. He's running out of steam. These stocks are so low. But that Void Ray overextends. The Void Ray is out in the open. And there's no support. Remember, there's zero production. Zero production here for MaxPax. And GG gets called. Nice, he does it. He pulls off the one base all in. And nice, we'll take game number 1. Whew, GG. Nice, he does take a lead in the series. Again, we did mention coming into this, so you should not be surprised. But nice, he did take down Hero not too recently. I did mention that nice, he's one of the players that can threaten MaxPax. Taking a game is one thing, but can he take a series? That is still something to achieve. That is still something that is out of reach for the time being. Whew, a very, very intense one base all in. Nice takes the lead, but that is merely only the first step. One more though. He needs one more to claim the series. Let's go. Let us go. As we are getting into game 2. And we're loading into Torches, a map that is known for all-ins. Now, winding it back as a reminder, this was not just a one-base all-in and nice. Remember, this was a delayed one-base all-in with a proxy with the 4th pylon. Like, it was so wonky when it comes to all-in. That's why MaxPax was so underprepared for it. That's why he wasn't expecting it, and did catch him with his pants down. But here we go. Now we're getting into game number 2, and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Torches, we have the favorite player for the entire tournament. We have the Danish Protoss is the favorite player, but he's down in the series. Can he recover? Can he bounce back? Representing Sidestorm Gaming, it is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Taiwanese Protoss player, the red Protoss representing himself. Currently seeing this, it is nice. Nice. And he is one game away from causing that upset. Automass is all he needs. Let's go. And again, that was a very cheeky build that he had in game 1, going for the delayed one base all in. But now it's going to be difficult to pull that off, more difficult on Torches. Welcome one and all to Torches. Torches has a unique feature. Torches has a ramp coming into the natural. So often we see gate expands from both players, but we don't see that from Nice. It is common, it is standard to set up here on the high ground to go for a faster expansion, to go for a more greedy economic build. Nice doesn't go for that though. Doesn't go for that 2-gate opener at a Nice. Once again, I would say this is more unorthodox just because of the map itself. So we'll see if Nice commits to an all-in or not. I mentioned before that just because you go for a 2-gate opener doesn't mean that you can't get a fast expansion. You can go for a double gateway into maybe Stalker Sentry, or you can even cancel the Stalker and go for a faster Nexus. Nice can still turn this into an economic build, but we'll see. For now, Nice does delay. Does delay the expansion. And there's our pylon block. Again, the pressure is on Nice. I mean, I guess the pressure's on MaxPax, but but you can feel the pressure on Nice as well. Like, he knows how close he is. Again, that was a crazy pro pull as well from MaxPax in game 1, where that almost won him the game, where he locked down 4 Stalkers. That was crazy. Meanwhile, another pylon block, robo opener out of Nice. Now, with a robo opener like this does look like a one base all in. No proxy, of course, but the robo does allow for an early warp prism, which can allow for reinforcements to be sent across the map. Basically, we're waiting to see a 3rd gateway or an expand. But at this point, it should be a 3rd gateway. It should be. Meanwhile, MaxPax goes for the Stargate, a shield battery on the low ground just to be safe. Oracle's on the way, being chronoed as we speak. Yep, 3rd gateway, one base all in. And the Pro Scout confirms. Oh, the Pro Scout was not denied. Nice, he did slip up here. And again, 3rd gateway screams one base all in. You can see Nice. Oh, actually shading into the main. Does shade in. Boys are being pulled. Nice, can he get a probe? Not quite. Yeah, nice control here by MaxPax. He pulls away his weakened workers. Does pull away. From here, MaxPax, he moves out. Soldiers are amassing. Again, nice, he's not expanding. The problem here is that it all got scouted. Unlike the previous game when MaxPax got caught off guard, here MaxPax, he knows what's happening. We have another shield battery in the main, a backup shield battery here at the natural. MaxPax, he's very secure. We even get the revelation on the prism as well. So there's a lot here that's working against Nice. Now with this sentry, with these force fields, he can still lock down the army. But likewise, so can MaxPax. Yeah, there's the NG overcharge. Nice poking in, but this position here is brutal. It's heavily fortified. Nice force field. Okay, takes down a Stalker. Bleeds that 1-for-1. Does trade. Unfortunately, unable to save his worker. I mean, a lot of this comes down to Nice's control. He has a prism. He can juggle. Ooh, does save the Stalker. He saves one. He saves two. Just barely. But again, some shaky control there from Nice. And you can see more shield batteries on the way. More stack defense. It's going to be 5 shield batteries. 5 shield batteries, a sentry, force field. Speaking of, nice kiting. But again, the longer this goes on, the better it is for MaxPax. Observer gets spotted. And Nice, he's running out of steam. Yeah, he's running out of steam. Bleeds out a Stalker. Oof. Bleeds out a Stalker. Another Stalker goes down. Every Stalker counts. Does bait out the stasis. Knocks down the gateway. Getting on top of the Stargate, at least trying to. Here's Mac alignment is activated. No other production. Ooh, MaxPax's supply blocked. Let's get supply blocked. Oh, but we have 4 Void Rays. This is not. It's not possible. There's 4 Void Rays with 6 shield batteries. Backup Cybercore's on the way in case the first one gets knocked down. For when the first one gets knocked down. Unicybe here, 18 Stalkers. Now, I believe we can start to 2-shot Void Rays if all the volleys go up. Yeah, we can 2 shots. But the Void Rays are too far back. Stalkers going down, bleeding out 5 Stalkers. Yeah, nice. He takes down 1 Void Ray. 1 Void Ray for what? For how many? GG gets called. The efficiency was insane. MaxPax, he shuts down the all-in, and MaxPax ties up the series 1-1. GG. And again, this is more of what we expected between MaxPax and Nice. I should say MaxPax, he saw everything is a problem. Like, this is more of a standard all-in. This is more of a standard 1-base all-in. There was nothing too cheeky about it. What was impressive about game 1 was it was the delayed 1-base all-in, which did go unscouted as well. Like, there was a lot of layers in game 1 which did lead to Nice's success. And that's what you need to take down a player like MaxPax. Going for a standard 1-base all-in, that less so, right? That's a little more obvious, a little more practiced. MaxPax a little more comfortable against that. And especially on torches. The map itself favors defensive play, specifically just because of the ramp coming into the natural. Rush distance by ground is short, so that favors aggression in other aspects, of course. But here in PvP, like, he was so secure on that ramp. GG. And now we're getting into our next game. We're getting into the ace match. We'll see how the story ends, as spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tokamak, we have the Danish Protoss player, the blue Protoss representing Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Taiwanese Protoss player, the red Protoss, being forced into the ace match. We'll see if he can bring it back and bring it home. It is Nice. Now, he's already taken a map. He's already forced the ace match. He's already achieved more than many, I'm sure, would have thought possible. So already a strong showing here out of Nice. But can he go one step further? Can he do the unthinkable? And can he cause the upset? Oh boy. Now, I mean, we're loading into Tokamak. Tokamak is one of the larger maps in the map pool. Longer rush distance by ground. Because that you could argue that especially proxies can still be quite effective on this map. Doesn't matter how large the map is, you can still proxy, you can still commit to an all-in, true. But I want to see something spicy out of Nice. Not standard, not a standard all-in, something more different, something with a little bit more depth to it. Which is what led to success in game 1. But now to get opener. But now to get opener out of Nice. Nice, he does hug the edge of the map, and he's going for a proxy pylon. Now, once again, this position here is different. This is either going to be a fake proxy pylon, or this can be a proxy Stargate. You can see here that the rush distance by air, is what I meant to say. Rush distance by air is actually shorter than that of a diagonal spawn. So with this vertical location, the Oracle will get into the main base faster. So this can be proxy Oracle. The other option is proxy Twilight Council into a proxy Dark Shrine. But there it is. Stargate has been thrown down. This is Oracle. Now, for those that are curious, this is not an all-in. I should emphasize that as well. This is not an all-in. This is a way to get ahead economically. The goal here is to cripple the economy and then expand and then get into a better game state. So this is not an all-in. Meanwhile, MaxPax, he does go for the expansion. That's going to be after the Stargate. So relatively safe setup here out of MaxPax. Probe Scout comes in. Probe Scout does come from the Stargate. And MaxPax, he is aware that there is a pylon missing. He finds it. Yeah, he does find it. He's now fully aware. He does open up Phoenix to shut this down. Ooh, and this is a rough start for Nice. Unfortunately, MaxPax, he found that ahead of time. He's now moving in to try to focus down the initial pylon to depower. And this is going to be a rough opener for Nice. As the Phoenix has arrived, the Oracle has to get the hell out of here, and I believe the Oracle will not escape. I think that you have to recall immediately, and there is no recall, so the Oracle goes down. Brutal start here. Oracle falls, and there's not much at home. We have a 4-gate. Okay, one base all in. That's interesting. Okay, we have a 1 base all in follow-up. We have a pylon across the map. I mean, I feel like this is necessary. Like, we cannot macro out of this, not anymore. But MaxPax doesn't really know what's going on. Not yet. MaxPax is in the dark. He is making Phoenixes, and one Phoenix does get very low. Of course, MaxPax, he can still punish the economy. He can still cripple. Nice, he is pushing. And back at home, we do have his shield batteries on the way. Now, these shield batteries are a little bit later, just because this is unexpected. And Nice, he can pull this off. He has 7, soon to be 11 Stalkers. Void Ray just arrived, only 1 Void Ray. Does commit in, goes to the Void. Stalkers are too far behind. Loses 1, 2. He overextends. 2 Stalkers, that is brutal. Phoenixes, they're threatening a dive. They're sharking around. But again, the force fields did punish. Second Void Ray's on the way. Oof, bleeds out another Stalker. Yeah, and Max actually collapses in. The Voids are being pulled. Mass lift on the Stalkers. Void Ray does kite back very nicely. And there's just not enough DPS here. There's just not enough firepower. I say that we have more warp pins. Okay. Does force his way in. It's going to be close. Takes down the pylon. Depowers everything on the low ground. Does depower. There's 2 Void Rays left. Breaks into the main. He will depower the gateway. Oh, wasted shot. There was a wasted shot there. And he's getting surrounded. He's getting locked down. The boys, they lock him in. But no shot. Has he done it? I mean, there's still 2 Void Rays. It's still not going to be easy. Does turn the Void Rays away. Nice target firing. Kites back against the probes. Phoenix is out of energy. But there's a 3rd Void Ray in production. Now, can Nice take down one of the Void Rays before that happens? Oh my god. He can. Oh my god, it's so close. Can he get one? He cannot. Yeah, barely cannot. Oh my god, bleeds out another Stalker. Takes down the pylon. But there's another backup gateway. Like, nice. He's so close to breaking in, but the Void Rays, they refuse to go down. They're so low. He gets one. He gets one. Can he get two? Ah, there's still another Stalker, though. Yeah, there's another Stalker. He depowered that gateway 1 second too late. The Warp In did finish. Nice. He almost pulled this off. We do have more reinforcements coming in. Does take down one of the Void Rays just barely. But there's still one Void Ray remaining. And there's only 3 Stalkers. Only 3 Stalkers left. Again, I love this build just because it forced out Phoenixes. And you can see just how limited the Phoenixes are defensively. Like, they're so limited in how they can be used. And what they can support or what they can provide. And again, this was close. It was very close. Looks like Nice may have been missing some Warp Ins as well. As Nice is down to 4 Stalkers. Shield batteries are repowered. And again, it was close. I can 100% see a world where Nice could have taken this game and could have taken down MaxPax. It's very close. There were like a couple of key moments where he bled out 1 extra Stalker. And you could, like, again, imagine this game and imagine this all in if he had like 2 extra Stalkers. Like, he bled out a lot early on. Likewise, there was a missed volley. Now committing in. Does try to commit. Down to 6. Soon to be 7. 7 Stalkers. But now the Natural's up and running. It's saturated. Now there's a Sentry as well. Has some force fields. And he does lock down the Stalkers. Yeah, 2 of them locked away. He's forced to engage. GG gets called, and MaxPax will survive the aggression. He will take the series 2-1, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Max actually does take the series again. He was favored coming into this, but a big shout out to Nice because he almost caught MaxPax down with his pants twice here. Again, what was really special about this game was that he went for the proxy Oracle, which got scouted, and that forced a Phoenix response out of MaxPax. And he didn't just make Phoenixes, he doubled down and made extra Phoenixes. And we speak about this all the time in TvP. When you invest into Phoenixes that early on, they're actually not good defensively against all-ins. You saw there that he had like 2 lifts maybe, and that's it. Like he ran at Venji really fast with his Phoenixes. They were almost dead supply for a lot of that fight, for a lot of that defense, which allowed Nice to have an opening. Because there's only 1 Void Ray for so long. We saw that the force fields locked him down, and he bled out a lot of Stalkers early on. Despite that, he did break the natural. He pushed into the main. Took him a little bit too long to depower the gateways though, and MaxPax had the foresight to get a second gateway in the main. If it wasn't for that second gateway, I think Nice just wins. I think Nice just wins then and there. So nice force out there out of MaxPax, and he does hold, does survive, does defend. GG. Whew, GG, well played. A very intense series. And again, shout out to Nice for making a series out of this. And again, you know, you can see how he can threaten these Protoss players. You can see how he can take down someone like Hero and take down someone like MaxPax as well. Impressive play there. Regardless, GG. And with that, MaxPax will make it to the grand finals. And who will he play against? That is the question. As I believe Firefly is mid-series against Rex.